Hello, everyone, and welcome to your healing subscription for today. So, I tuned in this morning to find out what we are working with and which direction we're going, and Spirit guided me to work on chakras. So, today we are focusing mainly on the base chakra, and then on the next session, we'll take the sacral and then solar plexus. We'll work our way through the 7 chakras. So for today's session, now that I know the focus is the chakras and working with the base chakra as a start, I wanted to know which direction to go and like for the healing process itself. So what came up is a circle balance using the tachyons, and it's a sort of overlay with soul plan as well. So it's going to be a threefold. I've got the chart here next to me, and I'll do a bit of work along the way. As we progress through the session, and then I also will take you through what you need to know. So perhaps the recording for today is going to be a little bit shorter, but our healing time is still going to be the same. So I'm not going to like go through all the different rigmaroles like what I'm doing, because then you're just going to sit and waste time. And yeah, so let's see if I can condense video time into a smaller period for you guys, so that you don't have to listen and see everything that's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a screen with you so that you can see what we are working with today. So here we have our setup for today. Underneath the 2 cards is our little pamphlet with your postal codes or your zip codes on. So I've got your details in the center. I've got our 2 cards on top, and then I've got the tachyons around the circle. So the cards will represent our polarities that we're working with, as well as the separation. And so perhaps we need to start over there. So the first one we have here, the 17, is our polarity that we're working with today. Now here we're working with mastery and slavery. So this is our polarity that we're struggling with. This is now specifically based on the base chakra. So when it comes to card 17, it can be about communication. It could also be about power issues. It could be about not stepping fully into your power or not claiming your own power, or it could represent blockages that represents or that we are expressing within the base chakra that is stopping us or blocking us from actually moving into our purpose and our mission. So it could also be repressed energies, or it could be like holding back from speaking your truth. Okay. Then our separation on the other side, the 10-1, when we've got the 10-1 plus the 17-8, this is about unintegrated male-female side. So this is about not integrating our yin and yang, not integrating our balance. So actually quite a strong combination that we have for today, especially for the base chakra. So this is all going to be about stepping into our power, stepping into our truth, bringing balance in the masculine and the feminine, so about giving as well as receiving, and how that all relates to the base chakra. Remember, our base chakra is our space for our grounding, our roots, our safety, our survival, our security, and also the physical body itself. So yeah, for a balance, we'll do what's called odic bonding. So we'll do that in a moment. Then when we look at what's happening around the circle, each of the points around the circle represents a different system within the body. And I'm not going to run through all of the different systems and what the meanings are of all of these. But what I do notice is along the left side, you'll see there's 3 positions that are all green. So we've got a green tree of life, a green spiral sun, and we've got a green pyramid. And they are sitting in the sections of the urinary system, the lymphatic system, and the autonomic nervous system. Now, from a urinary perspective, that can make sense because when we look at base chakra, the adrenal glands, they're associated to the base chakra, which obviously adrenals link into the kidneys, which links into the bladder, which links into the whole urinary system aspect. But the adrenals also tie in with your autonomic nervous system. So that's going to be your fight flight and your sort of your calm states and things like that. So that's all sort of the background nervous system things happening. And in between these 2 points, we've got the spiral sun, which is our lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is about our drains, really. So it's about flushing out toxins that's no longer required. So for me, it's quite significant that we've got all 3 of those sections sitting next to each other that are all green. And all of them can tie in with the base chakra. So when we're looking at the lymphatic system, we would specifically be looking at the lymph nodes around the sort of the hip joint area and in that area. So what you could do is, I don't know if I can stand up for this, sort of using your edge of your hands, do this type of movements on this area. Perhaps if you feel that during the session, if you just wanted to get some movement happening, you can do this. So it's really about stimulating the lymph nodes and the glands sitting in the hip joint area. Otherwise, what you could do is you could do sort of just like small massage movements. I'm literally just going like this. I'm just grabbing the legs and going like this. So the thumbs are hooking along the outside of the leg. I'm just doing like a massage movement. So this is perhaps something that you can do throughout the session to bring your focus and your awareness to the base chakra and also to the work that we're doing in this section. The other thing for me that's significant is the fact that we've got 2 gold points sitting right on top of each other. So we've got a gold sun pyramid that's sitting on the crown or the brain aspect. And then we've also got a gold on the reproductive aspect. So we've got brain and reproduction. They're sitting on opposite ends of not only the circle, but also on opposite ends of our spine. Again, linking us to our base chakra focus. Now, the corona orb that's sitting in the reproductive section, corona orb is all about protection, and the gold color is about bringing a joy and a radiance into the space. So perhaps on a sort of a reproductive section, perhaps we've not been having a lot of fun in that section. Perhaps things are not flowing in that section. Remember, reproduction ties in with our base. For men and for women, it's usually sacral, but for me, I still see sacral as well as base as our reproductive creative center. And the crown with the pyramid on there, I would say that like shape-wise, it's a good, it's probably the correct one to have there. But again, it's wanting to bring that golden protective light in that's shining through. Another thing that sort of is drawing my attention is the fact that we've got 2 spheres. Now you'll see within the circle there's these lines that sort of crisscross around, and there's a straight diagonal line between the 2 spheres. And again, these 2 are connecting up. The top one is a magenta sphere, and the bottom one is the bottom one is a red one. So I have to quickly check that because the red and the magenta color wise, they look very, very close to each other. So the magenta sphere is on the respiratory system, and then the red one is on our immune system. So a link between the immune system as well as the respiratory system. So if we look at our respiratory system, that'll be the lungs, of course. And between the lungs and the heart, we've got the thymus that sits along the back of the sternum. So the thymus would tie in with our immune system, perhaps even the spleen as well. So the immune system in red, for me, that would say that we need a little bit more vitality here. So the red is bringing a vitality in. And when it comes to the respiratory system, magenta is bringing in a soothing, gentle, very high frequency healing quality. So something to do with our healing on our respiratory system. If we look at just from a metaphysical standpoint, respiratory system, lungs would be associated with guilt and grief and things like that. and our immune system, that would tie in with our fire element, which is joy and sadness. So perhaps there's something needs to shift in those angles. I'm not going to go through. Do I need to go through? No, I'm not going to go through all of these positions. Perhaps just on the detoxification section, if you look at the card 10, there's a little hand. Next to the hand, there's our corona orb in Bermuda blue. So our detoxification system has got a very, very strong tachyon, which is all about protection and clearing and also raising frequency. So our body, just looking at the lymphatic system, respiratory, and what's happening on the immune system, and then between the brain and the reproductive system, it looks like we've got quite a bit of detoxification to be done here on the base chakra. So quite a bit of work here that we need to move through. Okay, so I'm going to, I'll take us through our balance for today, and then we'll see what comes next. So what I want you to do is to just sit nice, slow, calm, nice, slow, deep breathing, find a comfortable position, and just take a few slow, deep breaths in and out. Now, in a moment, I'm going to take you on a journey inside. And after that, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes again and to look at the chart that we have while I relay a special message to you. So for now, close your eyes and become still. And allow yourself to breathe light into the center of your chest, into the center of your heart. And as you do, you become aware of the heart in the center of the earth. You do this with your imagination, but you also know that you are a part of the earth. And there is a deep resonance and a nurturing from within your being. So become aware now of the divine mother energy which pervades our universe and which you may see as the goddess, or perhaps just see as a beautiful, nurturing energy. So just become aware of this mother energy, whether you see it or feel it or just sense it. However you perceive it is correct for you. And this energy has always been with you. And it is with you now. And it wishes to convey a message of unconditional love. So open your eyes and look into the center of this circle. And allow yourself to receive the message that is being channeled for you. You are a child of the universe. You are totally loved and you are totally accepted. Your soul is beyond beauty, and your human manifestation and your body is loved as an innocent child with all mistakes accepted. Forgive yourself, for you are blameless. Everything that has happened has brought you to this time and place, and there could be no other way. And as I speak these words, your heart is healing, for these words come from the very heart of healing that we all share. And allow yourself to bring your awareness to your base chakra, at the base of your spine, and receive the love from Earth, the love that belongs to you and everyone else on the planet. For you are a child of Earth, and you are loved. You are supported by the planet, by the Mother. You are held and loved by the Mother, and you deserve it. You deserve to be here. You deserve to receive love. You are love. You are totally loved and accepted. You are accepted for who you are, exactly the way you are. There is no need to hide or pretend. You are now free to open your heart and to trust. Trust that you are always loved in every single moment. You are a beautiful being. You are perfect in every way. You are loved. Receive the healing from the Mother. Allow the healing to flow. Relax and open your base chakra and receive the love. For you are a child of the universe, totally loved and totally accepted. Your soul is beyond beauty. Your body is loved. You are completely accepted. Now forgive yourself, for you are blameless. know that everything is perfect in this now moment. Know that these words come from the heart of healing that we all share. So open your heart and trust. Open your base chakra and trust. Receive the love. Trust that you are always loved in each and every moment. I take a deep breath in and hold. And slowly exhale. Take another deep breath in and hold. And exhale. And another breath in and hold. And exhale. And then we're going to anchor this in with eye rotations. So hopefully by now you all know the eye rotations, but we'll go through that again. So ring finger and thumb together, using index and middle finger to tap on the mastoid process behind the ear. So if you take from the earlobe back to the round bone, we're going to be tapping there. So ring finger tap, and you're going to look up, diagonal up, to the side, diagonal down, down, diagonal down, side, diagonal up, and up. Reverse, diagonal, side, diagonal down, down, diagonal down, side, diagonal up, and up. And do it with eyes closed as well. So up, diagonal, side, down, diagonal, middle, down, down, diagonal, side, diagonal up, and up. Reverse, diagonal, and side, and down, diagonal, and down, down, diagonal, side, and up, diagonal, up, and back to center. You can release that. Okay, so let's go back to our share screen. So I drew a card from the angel card deck, and we've got the angel of purpose. Now, interesting here that when we started the whole story, we started with our cards 17 and about 8, 17, 8 and 10, sorry. And part of the 17, 8 is about potential blockages that could hold you back from your purpose. So I thought it was quite apt that the angel of purpose would come up. So it says here, I cooperate joyfully with the purpose of my life. So this is your affirmation that you can use, and perhaps use that a few times during the day. And I'm not going to read all of this. You can read through that in your own time. And so the card is placed onto our circle so that I can do our balancing around that. So we're not going to go, I won't put that into the video, but we'll do that. And then what I did was I checked to see if there's a Soma bottle that'll tie in with what the work was that we did today. And what came up for today's session is balance or bottle number 35. And this bottle is called kindness. So this is all about getting closer to the spiritual through love and service. This is the main theme of this particular bottle. And so you'll see here that the purple that we have at the bottom, purple we would normally, like, this would be the spirit, and then this is your kindness and your service. And so this is where that message comes from. I think that when you then shake the bottle up, the pink will lighten the purple, and you would get this really beautiful purpley pink color that would mix together. And so this is about the satisfaction that we receive through helping others. And as we help others, we learn that we can help ourselves as well. So it's the process of giving a gift of service and then to also receive in harmony with that. So again, it ties in beautifully with what we have here with card 10, which is bringing that balance in about giving and receiving. This is also about giving us self-confidence and strength. So if we look at that, like if we overlay that on top of the base chakra, then this ties in quite beautifully with that as well. The affirmation for this particular bottle is, in helping others, I help myself. In helping others, I help myself. And in helping others, I help myself. On an emotional level, this particular bottle is also about releasing and breaking old patterns. So patterns of despair or depression or anything where we struggle to cope, especially when it comes to phases of lack of love. So it's quite a gentle energy that we have here that we can work with in today's session. Okay, and then what I did was I drew our cards to see what the opportunity and solution and result would be of today's work. So the first card that came up, this is opportunity, is 17-8. So with today's healing, we actually have this opportunity to heal the 17-8 that actually came up as our first card. And so the opportunity is to step into our confidence, to step into our self-worth almost, so that we can share with others. And it's usually having a very strong self-belief that you can stand up and you can help others. It's also got a very strong grounding energy, and the grounding again takes us right back to the base chakra, like really rooting in. The 17-8 is also giving us an opportunity for a potential success within society. So whatever it is that we're wanting to achieve, especially around base chakra. Base chakra is the physical body. It is our drive. It is our protection, our safety, security, and all of those things. Very, very strong connection to earth as well. So again, that ties in with the base chakra. Then our solution, or the work that we've got to do to actually make things happen over here, is the 18-9. Now 18-9 is another power energy. This is about making decisions. So I would say, like, when it comes to decision making, there's no space for us to go and ah. Stand firm with whatever decision it is that you wanted to make, and take it and do it, and don't and ah about it. So the 18-9 is about making quick decisions, powerful decisions, decisions that are always right, but there's no hesitation in the 18-9 when it comes to decision making. So when it comes to any projects or anything that you've got to do, it's really about make that decision and go for it. Know that in all of our past lives, we've had to make all of these decisions before. In all of our future lives, we will have to make all of these decisions again. Here where we are right now, we can draw on our future lives as well as our past lives to draw on experiences so that we can very quickly make powerful decisions. 18-9 could also be about traveling. So perhaps you want to do a bit of traveling, whether it is mental traveling, like doing a bit of astral traveling, or like dream traveling or things like that, or where you just want to imagine and visualize you go places, or perhaps a little trip out, maybe out into nature or something. Our energy is actually quite nature orientated over here. So even if it's just a little day trip out, or maybe even just an hour out somewhere, but you want to do something along those lines. The 18-9, actually interesting. The 17-8 is associated with clairvoyance. That's one of the psychic abilities that we have here. And the 18-9 is associated with clairaudience. So listen to the guidance that you receive, plus the visual guidance that you receive as well. So those are very, very important. Also know the 18-9, the message behind this is saying we are always protected. So trust that whatever decisions you make, wherever you go, those are the correct decisions for you to make and take during this time. there is an affirmation for the 18-9. I'll just read that for you. I open my spiritual sight to the wonders and multifaceted nature of creation. I see deeply the holy essence of one and all. I see the light. I open my spiritual sight to the wonders and multifaceted nature of creation. I see deeply the holy essence of one and all. I see the light. I open my spiritual sight to the wonders and multifaceted nature of creation. I see deeply the holy essence of one and all. I see the light. Okay, so that's something that you could work with as well. Use these this affirmation during your week, perhaps, and see what comes up for you. Then our final card, which is our result, this is what we will achieve once we work with our solution card, so the solution energy that we've just spoken about. And again, interesting, this brings up the card that was our separation. And so it brings in with us that balance between yin and yang, the balance between the masculine and the feminine. It brings in an inventive quality, a creation quality, very, very strong channeling ability with the 10-1. And there's a strong empathic and sensitive energy associated with this, where we can connect with the soul on quite a deep level and bring that soul frequencies through so that we can use that. Interestingly enough, as well, it ties in with our bottle that we have, because the 10-1 is about service, being of service, helping others. And by helping others, you also help yourself. The 10-1 is also about stability, which ties in beautifully with our base chakra. And it has almost like a grounding rod quality to it, where it connects the heaven or spirit or soul with the earth and the grounding and the physical body. So it even reflects what we have in our chart, or that in the circle chart that we're working with. So yeah, I think it's just pretty awesome how these things fit together in today's session. So what we're going to do is we're going to just sort of pull it all in together. Place one hand in the front of your head and one hand in the back of your head. And I want you to just close your eyes and allow yourself to visualize yourself in the future. This could be near future, far future, doesn't matter. But visualize yourself already acquiring this new resources, all the things we've spoken about, all the new tools that you've had, everything that we've brought in today's session. You're already free of all limitations. Take all of your insights that you've gained in today's session and visualize yourself cultivating that into your life. So cultivating all of the things we've spoken about for this 18-9 energy. Listening to your inner guidance, making your quick decisions, knowing that you're protected, being of service. You've already done all of that. And you've already achieved the balance between giving and receiving, balance between yin and yang. You're already of service. You're inventing new things. You're experiencing high spiritual frequencies coming through. Just imagine that. See all of that. See how your life would be if you implement all of this. Pause this recording if you need to. Once you're done, we're going to just set that in or anchor that in with our eye rotation. So thumb and index or ring finger together. I'm going to tap, look up, and diagonal up to the side, diagonal down, and diagonal down, side, up, up, diagonal up, and side, and diagonal down, and diagonal down, side, diagonal up, and eyes closed to the same diagonal up, side, diagonal down, diagonal down, side, diagonal up, and reverse, diagonal up, side, diagonal down, diagonal down, side, and diagonal up, and that's all in place. Okay, so right. So what I will do is from now, let me stop this. Actually, I'll take it back to our circle that we have. So currently this is next to me. So I'm going to just do a little bit of work on this just to anchor in the energies and the frequencies and to beam that through to you all. And then once all of this is done, I will upload and share with you. So I will also list in our in the YouTube video at the bottom and also in the emails self-help techniques that you can do for yourself. This is to connect in with that 18-9 energy, and also what crystals you may want to work with if you feel drawn to working with crystals. So this concludes the session for today. The work is still going and you will all receive this. So even if you don't go through the video, you'll still receive this. But yes, let's go and let's clear all of this, especially in that lymphatic system and the detoxification systems. Let's get all of those energies in and working through the systems. So I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll see you in our next session where we'll focus on the sacral chakra. Take care, everyone.